I've sat here long enough trying to figure out what I'm going to talk about. I think I have an idea. But first off, this match, well, first the mic. I'm going to try varying distances to see if the volume is okay. Yeah, I don't know why it was so loud the last time I used this, but I'm going to try to figure that out. This match is interesting. It's the usual me doing my own bullshit and, just causing mayhem. But at a certain point, I think the Grim, my lane partner here, had to go do something, I think. I don't know, but they like disappeared. They say retreat and then they disappear for like a good while. Which is sad because I got them an early kill right here. So we have to deal with that. And then there's one point where I get mad at our jungler, but it's fine. we played it. We do really well. And it's kind of entertaining, at least to me. I don't know. I do what I can. Again, I'm gonna do the videos that I talked about. I'm gonna do them. A lot's been happening lately, which kind of leads me into the segue of what I want to go to. So I actually have an interview tomorrow. Oh, magical. I know, right? So it's at a place that I've already worked before. Like, literally in that building, I've worked at this facility before. So hopefully, it's not a guarantee, but it's close. And it's one that I actually liked working at, so we'll see. We'll see how that goes. So I might not be broke people anymore. I might not be the poor people. Yeah, so that's looking fun. And then with that, one thing that I want to end up getting pretty early on is either Quest 3 or something like that, because, I used to have one just to be able to get back into things like VR chat and whatnot. Back to seeing my friends and all that. I guess, again, that leads me into, I wanted to talk about just VR in general, and kind of how I got into it. And then the good and the bad of it, because there's both. There's bad. So, really, my VR story, I guess, got started with the PlayStation VR. Like, I'd always liked the idea of VR, but never really had the chance to get into it. So when PlayStation came out with theirs, I got that at some point. Because I think I was working at Walmart at the time, and I was like, I can get this at a discount. So I got it for myself for my birthday, and then, got into that, got to playing the free games that they had and all that, and one of those was Rec Room, which is basically like Gary's Mod or Roblox of VR, which I now, now knowing a lot more, I can say that about VR chat too, but basically it's like knockoff VR chat, but it was on PlayStation. So I got into that, made a bunch of friends, eventually. That happened over time, because generally in VR I don't talk. Like, I'm a mute for the most part, up until I get comfortable with people, and then then I'll talk, because if I don't, like, if I talk, I generally get surrounded. I wonder why. I hate it. I hate it so much. So for the most part, I'm mute. And that, there's a whole community of you know, the mutes, and whatnot, but I'm not really, like, again, I talk when I'm with people that I know, or, you know, if it's just been a late night and I'm at that point where I'm, like, tired, drunk, which I don't drink, but, like, I get so tired to the point that I don't give a fuck anymore. So I ended up making friends, actually to the point that I ended up going to a convention solely because of one of my friends that I made on there, which was fun, but, you know, mostly just people watched. So, you know, a lot of my time was spent on Rec Room, and that was interesting. I actually ended up meeting the partner that I was just living with, not, you know, the most recent one. Met them on Rec Room, and then they ended up moving in with me, and we, you know, moved out and whatnot, and it, yeah, so, you know, VR has been a lot to me, and it's a lot to a lot of people, because one of the things about VR is that it gives people a chance to, one, connect with people in a way better than just, like, being in a lobby talking, because you do have that, like, the knowledge that there is a person right there. Like, yeah, sure, they're not physically right in front of you, but they are also in a headset. Like, it's basically your face-to-face. Like, yes, you're not really, and, you know, people will be like, oh, it's not real because there's no... Shut the fuck up. The feeling is there. The personability of actually being face-to-face with them is still there. So it's obviously, like I said, it's not the same as being face-to-face, but it's another step toward it, which can mean a lot, especially for, you know, people like me who are, we feel a lot, like, feel connection with people, even just through talking with them, and, or even just texting. Like, it can be a big step to talking to someone there. But in other ways, it's also a way for people to have, I guess, anonymity, but more so, like, when you get into body dysphoria and things like that, like people not feeling comfortable in their own body, it's a way for them to wear a different skin, like to, you know, be a different person to people, and to themselves. So it's really helpful in getting people to discover themselves, on multiple levels. Like, so it kind of goes to that whole thing of, like, when you give people anonymity on the internet, what will they do? And a lot of people turn into trolls, or, you know, just plain evil or mean or whatever. But it's kind of that thought of, like, when you strip away what you are and you let the person be whatever they want to be, what will they be? And I really like that. Like, I like the thought of the person that you're talking to is, I'd say 100, like, close to 100% that actual person, no holds barred. Like, it's a situation where people get to be themselves unabashedly. Now, obviously, you still get, you know, people bullshitting and whatnot, like, you know, that's not going to be everybody, but there's the chance for it, and that's what I like. I like that people can be themselves without worry of, I mean, you know, obviously you'll still get judged and whatnot, but they can be themselves, and that's just part of, like, I'm all about honesty. Honesty is a huge pillar of my life. So, one of the things I always say is that, like, a relationship, whether it's, yeah, I think I've said this before on here, but nobody watches these anyway, so it's fine. When a relationship, even platonic, romantic, whatever it is, a relationship between two people is purely structurally based upon the beginning, like the foundation. If you start off with even a small lie, like just, you know, not being your whole self, then the rest of the relationship is contingent upon that. And I hate that thought. Like, I never, ever want to have a relationship of any kind that is based off of lies, or half-truths, or whatever you want to call it. Sorry. Yeah, because it's just not worth it. It's like, you know, if I lie about myself, if I say, like, you know, oh, I'm monogamous, I, you know, only like this one thing, or, you know, whatever, and then, you know, I get someone to fall in love with me and whatever, it's like they're not falling in love, or, you know, even just being friends with me. They're having a relationship with what they think of me, like what the me that I'm portraying. So I hate that. I hate that thought, whether it's romantic, platonic, whatever. So it's a platform that heavily incentivizes people to be themselves, or, you know, at least provides the tools for that. Because you can wear different avatars, you know, design yourself however you want, and, you know, you've got that very slight layer of anonymity. It's just really cool. I love it. And then that's not even just mentioning the art and whatnot that people can do, or the, you know, designing of avatars and what all. It's cool. I really like it. So I even, and I'll talk about this at some point. I don't know if it'll just be on a stream or what, but I also sort of discovered myself on VR, like, not in the way of, like, you know, I'm not trans, I'm not whatever, anything like that, but it kind of, I don't know, I've always had the slight, like, what's it called, disconnect, I guess, like, I don't know, of where, I don't know, the best way to describe myself would be as just kind of agnostic in, like, almost every way. Like, not just religious, but, like, in just about everything. It's like, I just don't care. I just kind of go along with whatever. Like, I'm not, if it's something out of my control, why bother? Like, why worry about it? And when it comes to anything like that, I'm just like, you know, I just exist. Like, you know, for me in particular, I am male, clearly. Like, I know that, I accept that, I don't, you know, deny any kind of whatever. And it's like, I don't know, it's a hard subject to talk about, but I'm very, again, agnostic toward, like, whatever. Like, I don't, okay, I can't even say that I don't think about myself in a gender role or anything like that, because I very highly, like, what's it called, value myself on what I can do for others. So, I mean, I've got that stuck in my head, but other than that, I'm very much, I don't care. Like, whatever. Things happen. But also just through the name. Like, I was playing, what's it called? Rec Room. And I forget what we were doing. I think we were playing like an SCP thing. Okay, like I said before, I'll talk about that at some point, whether it be on the stream or just in a random video, I don't know, but not today. Anyway, things came up. I changed my name to, I think, The Big Daddy, because it was funny, Bioshock and all that. That's my excuse. And then I had a cult for a little bit, because everybody started changing their name to, like there was Big Daddy Wookie, Big Daddy, like, they all changed their name to Big Daddy something. And then we would join rec centers, which is like the main hub for Rec Room, and they would chase people and just berate them until they changed their name to Big Daddy something. It was glorious. I didn't condone it, but, they did what they wanted. And then eventually, what was it? I started playing, I think we got the quest a couple years later, the quest 3, and then started playing VR chat, and a previous friend had made a comment about something, and I was like, I think it was music lyrics, but I didn't know that, and they said something about Dionysus, and I was like, Bacchus ain't got shit on Khepri, and because I was smite-brained at the time, and then I was like, I wanted to change my name. I had gone through The Big Daddy, I went through Big Daddy's belt and all that, and I was just like, let's incorporate Khepri. Let's make it, Big Daddy Khepri. So I did that. I've been stuck with that for a while, and I like it. So I'm gonna keep that for now. But yeah, VR, not everybody can get into it too, which is unfortunate, because it sucks. I would love, a bunch of my friends to get into it and have fun and whatnot, but, some people literally just get physically sick, which is understandable, It's, unfortunately, not all our brains work the same. It's like I don't have phantom sense, which is a whole nother topic we'll talk about later. It's just, I don't know, I've always felt really comfortable in VR. Like, I don't mind having it on my head and whatever. It's like, it's just easy for me. And I'm hopefully going to be getting another one soon. So I'll be getting back into VR chat and back into playing Prison Escape. I really like Prison Escape. And then also watching movies and TV for free on Popcorn Palace, because, little pirate. But yeah, we're coming up to the end now. Yeah, we'll see what happens. I'm hoping. Got my fingers crossed. Have fun. Oh, I'll probably be even shittier at making videos and putting them up on time, so get ready for that. Fuck you. Not sorry. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you have a nice day, and I'll see you in the next one.